Ears to the streets, back in your area. Before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. We got another story for y'all, man. We got Tory Lanez stabbed in prison. The guy that actually stabbed Tory Lanez has given an interview.
What?
Yeah, only in 2025 can a person stab a person in a high max prison and within 2 weeks have the freedom to have a cell phone and give a live interview and tell you how they stabbed the person, incriminate themselves a little bit more, I guess you could say. And when it's a celebrity that I guess they stabbed, there's a clout chasing element to this. He's in prison. He's with violent inmates. For some reason, this Mexican inmate stabbed him 14 times in the head, in the torso, in the neck, in the stomach, everywhere you can think. Now, everybody's wondering, why did Tory Lanez get stabbed? I'm not sure. Some people say he owed a debt. I don't see why he would be owing a debt. He made a lot of money. He has lots of money. I'm not in his bank account, so I really don't know. But whatever reason it was, he got stabbed. But now, only in 2025 can you have a guy come get on camera that supposedly stabbed a guy 14 times less than 2 weeks ago, be able to get on the phone and explain why it is that they stabbed somebody. It's amazing. I mean, I've never seen it happen before, but it's happening in 2025. We have the audio of the guy who stabbed Tory Lanez explaining why he stabbed Tory Lanez. So without further ado, when y'all hear this, leave your comment at the bottom. Let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all after the video.
Craze between you and Tory Lanez that day that you stabbed him allegedly.
Okay. That day? Nothing much took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but that day I just came out in the morning to tell him, good morning, and I told him what's up. Give him a little fist bump, asked him if everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
So what was the situation the night before and the day before?
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He felt uncomfortable living next to him, said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. He tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head. We had a little discussion or whatever. So the next morning, that night, he said some kind of crazy. So
what exactly took place between you and Tory Lanez that day that you stabbed him allegedly?
Okay. That day? Nothing much took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but that day I just came out in the morning to tell him, good morning, and I told him what's up. Give him a little fist bump, asked him if everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
So what was the situation the night before and the day before?
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He felt uncomfortable living next to him, said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. He tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head. We had a little discussion or whatever. So the next morning, that night, he said some kind of crazy. So the next thing, when I felt like a sting in my leg, I felt like, oh, he stabbed me. So I moved back and I kept stabbing more. And I seen that he threw something, so I was like, oh, this is that. So I just kept going. After he was yelling, help, screaming, please help me. I just picked him up and I tried to protection and said, like, look at me. And then I just let him go, like, I was saying, like, man, you trying to kill me?
What were you guys like? I know why, but why would he pick you out of all people to want to put money on your head? Well, what was the beef exactly about?
It was really no beef. He just talked a lot. And I had confronted him a while back about old things, certain around me. Like, I'll take a fade, and I'll knife up, I'll put a place. And to me, I feel like the second, third time hearing that in a conversation, I was like, man, what's he trying to say? So I approached him and told him, like, what's up? Like, just go, I'll come into your cell, we'll do whatever. Like, let's play this game then. Because I felt like he was kind of antagonizing me, like testing me, like if someone was afraid or something. We were cool in the beginning. We were cool for like a year. We chilled, kicked it together, everything. It just...
Oh, they're not on that type of prison yard, Rochelle.
Okay.
No. They got like little fractions, but she was more like he was different. He started kicking it with certain people, you know. And when we started being mad, that time when we had our little misunderstandings and we stopped talking as much. But we were neighbors for a while. I've been knowing him for about 2 years already.
Okay. And during the situation when you and him grew a friendship?
Yeah, we were cool. We chilled, we ate, we drank, we partied, kicked it. Yeah, we were good.
How much did the guy tell you that he paid to have you killed to get off the yard?
Oh, he said double whatever I was offering, but I never made that offer. That's what I never understand. He said that someone told him I offered people money to get rid of him. So he said he would give that person double and some dope and stuff. But truth be told, I never offered no money. Like, why would I offer somebody something I could do? It didn't make sense. But once he yelled and made threats and I'll have you killed and, you know, have a run up to your cell, all that comments and I felt like, all right, you threatened my life. Like, there's nothing else to do but confront you. And that's what happened the next morning. I asked him, are we cool? He said, yeah, it's cool. And when I went to my cell, he followed me. And like I told you earlier.
Do you have any regrets of stabbing him?
Regrets? Shit.
Because you stabbed him 14 times.
Yeah. I know that. I wish I could do certain things over, you know, but at the end of the day, I mean, I felt like he threatened my life. So, I mean, I can't. Those actions felt necessary to me at the time, like the whole, in the moment, him coming to my cells, you know, grabbing walking, like, nah, I felt like, nah, it's it. So I can't say I regret taking a stand for myself. No, not at all. I mean, I feel remorseful in a sense because it really didn't have to go that far, but I mean, he made his decisions and I made mine.
Did he end up having a weapon on him?
I mean, obviously I got a stab mark in my leg, but that's going to the hole. I mean, they didn't find no weapons either. I don't understand that part.
But okay, so no weapons were found from him, only from you.
No weapon was the weapon I was using wasn't found either. There was no weapons found.
Where'd it go?
That's what in the video it shows me putting it on the floor. That's what they were asking me, I don't know. Nobody was around, it was just me and him on the tier. There wasn't no day room, nobody was standing next to us, it was just me and him.
And who saved him?
I let him go. I picked him up. I told him, like, look at me. He looked at me, and then I just slammed him on the floor and kind of kicked the back of his butt with my foot, like pushed him, let him run away.
And did he run away, or did he crawl away, or how did he get away?
He ran, screaming.
Now, I think whoever was behind setting up this interview, they wanted to make Torey look weak. You hear how he's saying, oh yeah, I kicked him in the ass, he was crying and screaming and running, and you know, so the point of this is supposed to be a humiliation. I'm glad Torey is alive to be able to tell his story. It's going to be interesting when he does get out and finally be able to tell his story and tell his side without persecution, but he's going to have to make it out alive. I think they switched the prison that he at, so prayers to Torey, prayers to his family. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do you think this guy was sent to attack Torey because it was some deep industry business? Do you think Torey maybe owed some money? Maybe Torey was talking trash? Or do you just believe what the guy is saying? You know, he heard that Torey put a hit out on him, so hey, he wanted to get to Torey before he got to him. do you think they should even be in the same facility? Because he has 10 years. This guy is facing time for killing the 13.
He identified as 42-year-old Santino Casio, a man with a dark violent history. On June 8, 2022, a then 20-year-old Santino, who went by the name Sonny, was heard arguing with his 13-year-old girlfriend. Minutes later, she was shot in the face with a shotgun. Santino would go on the run for 2 weeks before being arrested. His own family would testify against him in court, how they heard the argument before the blast. A coroner would testify the barrel must have been 4 inches away from the girl's face before it went off. An interview from the day he was arrested would be played at trial where Santino admitted to having a relationship with the 13 he was sentenced to and stabbed or killed. Why he chose to attack Tory Lanez is unknown. Many question if Tory was targeted because of his own conviction for allegedly shooting his former friend Meg Thee Stallion.
So y'all tell me what you think. Make sure you hit the like, share the content. Ears to the streets, I'm out your area. Gone.